Welcome to Untitled TV with the brand new Asus FonePad Note 6, which is a 6-inch Full HD device now, as you can see here in the FHD. That means actually Full HD, and it was announced in Taiwan, but there we weren't able to get our hands on it. Now we got one for testing, and let's unbox it and let's compare it also to the Notepad or the FonePad 7, which is also really cheap device. This is a little bit more expensive. $349 is the 16 gig version. Here that's inside here, but there is a better display in here. 16 gigs of internal memory. There's also 32 gigabyte version available, and you can also choose between black and white. We will do a comparison video in a few minutes, so you guys can check that out also out on our website. So let's just really see what we have inside the box. As you can see here on the side, we have two colors. We have white and black. Otherwise it just says the name on it, and on the back there is some information on which countries this one will be available in. So if you open it up, you will see right away there is the tablet or smartphone itself. You call it phablet nowadays. Let's just take it out, put it down, and see what else you have inside the box when you will buy it. So we have a warranty card, and there is also Incredible of in search of the incredible user manual. So there's not much inside that I won't tell you right now, since it's really thin. We have a headphone inside, which is quite nice because it's also a headset. So there's a microphone and one button inside, and there's three connector ports here. Otherwise, micro USB cable, quite important for charging and data transaction. Otherwise, three more tips for the in-ear headset. So we have three different sizes at the end, and we have a USB charger, of course, which has an output of 1.35 amps and at 5.2 volts. So not just 5, but 5.2, and that's actually it from inside the box. So let's see what the device can do. So you can already see that's a beautiful white version here, which is glossy. Let me take off the foil, where you guys can now see that we have a 6-inch Full HD display, and quite big camera, speakers on top and the bottom, so this is quite nice. And here you can also see we have a microphone and a micro USB built in right there. You can get it a little bit closer. On the back there is an 8 megapixel optical image stabilized camera, or I'm not sure about that actually, let me check. It actually just has the, where was it? BSI sensor. It has autofocus and an f2.0, no optical image stabilization, so this is not as good as, for example, in the LG. Inside there's a 3200 milliamp battery, so quite big. We have the on and off switch right here, volume control here. On the top there's a 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the sides there's actually nothing. And it says on the bottom here Intel inside, since it has the 2580 dual-core processor inside with 2 GHz, and there's also 2 gigs of RAM in here. Now, dual-core sounds quite slow, but it's actually a device here that's already set up. So let me just grab that one, take out the pen here on the bottom, which has actually a button here also on top, and it's a passive pen, so you don't have to change batteries or anything like that inside here. And the display has a 380 ppi, so the sun is directly shining on the screen right now. It's quite bright, as you can see. I can barely look into the camera, but you can see everything quite clearly on the display, and you can also use it here quite nicely with the pen. Let me shoot it so you guys can see how fast really the display is. So there's really no problem at all here using the pen here with this device. It's not slow. It has Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean running right now, and I think KitKat should be available on this device quite soon. You can also go here over the little icons with your pen without even touching the screen, and they will get a little bit bigger. So that looks quite good. And actually a function I haven't even shown you is that, kind of similar to the Samsung, is when you take out the pen, it will go directly to Supernote, where you can start a meeting record or something else I would like to do, for example just a tutorial, and then you can choose between different settings here, or different templates that you could just draw on. Like for example here I can just draw something here, and then it goes here, or puts them up here in a really small field. But otherwise you can just take any site, for example just your app site, and you want to tell your colleagues, okay, this app might be quite important, so just circle it you can put an arrow on it, and then you can do a screenshot and share it with anybody you would like. So there's quite a few options up here. For example, you can see that we have different sizes, different colors, and also different pen sizes here. So there's of course quite a few options, and for 350 bucks, this is really a nice device to just try out all these pen features with, and maybe next year when there is a new Note device by the companies out, then you can maybe switch to that. But otherwise, this is really for 350 bucks quite powerful. There's a power VR processor inside for gaming if you would want that, but we will do a few gaming videos of course also of this device in the future. And if you're thinking about, okay, it's still so expensive, you want another PhonePad, so you want to just call people on a really big device, there is a PhonePad 7 also available in size comparison. You can see here how that looks like. In the thickness they are about the same. And actually what I haven't even shown you here is that we have of course a micro SD slot, not only a micro SIM slot, so you can just open it up here on the side and you can put in here the different cards. If you, for example, need more space, up to 64 gigs are extendable here for for quite a cheap price. So this was the Asus FonePad 6 FHD in a really short unboxing. Thank you much for watching. Until next time, please tune in again.